En 2018, el libro Guinness de los récords eliminó los registros de Mitchell por una supuesta investigación que concluía que la placa en la que había logrado los puntajes de Donkey Kong estaba modificada. Billy impulsó una nueva investigación que determinó que efectivamente no cometió en ningún momento ningún acto fraudulento o fuera de las reglas. Así lo comunicó Craig Glenday, editor jefe del libro Guinness, quien restableció las marcas en junio de este año. How happy are you that all the controversy regarding your Guinness World Records has been settled?
Well, it was a tremendous amount of work. And what I enjoy doing most is going to shows and pushing and advocating, trying to promote esports, competitive gaming, the people who do it, and bring them the recognition they deserve. No different than the guys who play basketball and all the recognition they deserve. And that's what I enjoy doing most. And the necessity to go back to gather all this information, the time it took, and to sit back down and redo the scores that I did before in a live venue as I did before, I think that knocked me off of the ambassadorship that I enjoy so much.
Yeah.
So I'm very relieved that I can go back to doing that. But again, as we alluded to earlier, it's a little difficult because I've made all these friends along the way that I probably would not have made, like through Twitch. So now I have to balance doing what I say I enjoy so much, the ambassadorship and going to shows, and balancing the friendships that I've made. So in one sense, it's a tremendous relief, as you asked me. But on the other hand, it brings me a greater workload. But it's not something I'm afraid of.
Patterns, records, everyone asks you that. What haven't we known or talked about Billy Mitchell that's uncovered yet? What's that level that no one has seen?
Wow, that's a good question, and I won't kid you. I mean, you absolutely hit me off guard. Because people always ask the same thing. They ask about the past, and then they ask, oh, so what's in the future? I have a tremendous passion for history. I truly do. That's something that I share with different people, even in the gaming world, those of us that share passion. When it's at night and it's after the show, after the convention and we're sitting in the hotel room, we often talk about history. But what many people would not know about me is the passion that I have for pushing forward, for drive, for success. It goes far beyond me. Each one of my children, who's graduated from college, each one of them is absolutely in the position that they dreamed of as they were leaving high school. And I put a lot of pressure on myself that I would find it such a failure if they didn't reach that point, because they have the potential. If they didn't have the potential, well, then they'd have the potential for something else. But I take so much of my energy and I pour it into the people that are around me. There's different things, there's different charities that I support. So I do have a tremendous amount of passion outside of gaming. I won't lie to you, gaming, it sounds silly coming from me, but gaming is a much smaller part of my life than you would imagine.
Did you ever think those passions would make you famous or known in Argentina, for example, where we are based? Could you ever predict that?
Well, I don't want to miss this point. As you may know, I don't really do interviews. Mm-hmm. You contacted me and I'm sorry, please forgive me. The usual answer would have been no answer. I don't do interviews. But first of all, this seemed fun. But more importantly, I wanted to do this because I really love Argentina, because my father-in-law, he's from Buenos Aires.
Really?
He's actually from Lincoln, if you know where Lincoln is.
Yes, of course, in the province of Buenos Aires. Yeah.
Right. So when this was brought to my attention by my son, it gained my respect immediately. And I thought, yeah, maybe we should do that one. So that's what brought you to my attention.
How's your Spanish, as you have part of your family that's from Argentina? You speak Spanish?
Más o menos, no demasiado. Y usted habla demasiado rápido para mí, porque mi pendejo en español.
No, está perfecto. Yo veo que tú hablas muy bien. Podríamos haber hecho esta nota, Billy Mitchell, toda en castellano.
My wife just yelled at me. She said like I insulted myself.
If you ever come to Argentina, even though you have people in Lincoln making asado for you, barbecue, we can fix you here in Buenos Aires too.
Right. So you know, my real job and what I do for a living is, you know, I manufacture hot sauce. So there's no place in the world where you eat meat like Argentina.
Yeah.
And there's nothing hot sauce goes better on the meat. So
it's been a real honor, and thank you so much for taking the time and the interest on saying yes. And we hope to see you going strong and be on those 20 years. Let's see you beat another Pacman record.
I appreciate it, Al. I hope to speak to you again. I truly do.
Amigos, esperamos que les haya gustado esto que vieron en el canal de Mundo G y suscríbanse y pónganle tilde, clic a esa campanita que hace que les contemos las cosas realmente importantes del mundo de los esports, videojuegos, hardware y demás cuando suceden. Prometemos ser responsables, ¿eh? Hagan clic.